41 years old and I'm starting over. It feels scary, daunting, uncomfortable, and overwhelming, but also very liberating. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aubrey, and these are the Starting Over Diaries. And before we get into it, please like and subscribe to stay up to date on new episodes. I did everything society programs you into believing that will make you happy. I went to college, I got a 9-to-5 job, I found a partner, I adopted a dog, I got married, and I thought I was gonna live happily ever after. I got divorced a year and a half later, and I also got a DUI, all in 1 year. And here I am 12 years later, ready to share my lived experiences on my YouTube channel. Starting over is scary as F. Society expects you to be successful and happy by the time you're 40. But what if 40 is the age that you're just figuring out who you are? Or what I like to refer to as remembering who you are. And that's what my Starting Over Diaries are all about. Rediscovering who I am, my beliefs, my values, and why I'm here in this lifetime. A little bit about me. I'm a Capricorn rising, a Pisces moon, and a Virgo sun. I am a generator in human design. I am a transracial, transnational, Korean, Japanese, Chinese adoptee. I came to Oregon at 3 months old, and I've been here ever since. In 2019, I was diagnosed for the first time with breast cancer. It was stage 1, triple positive, HER2 positive. That was the time in my life that I like to refer to as the illusioned version of myself. I just wanted someone to tell me what to do, tell me how it was gonna feel, tell me how I was going to get through this, and just tell me what life was gonna be like after all things cancer. And then in 2020, COVID hit, and we all know how that went. In 2021, I vowed to myself to become the best version of myself. Now, I was physically and mentally, but I forgot about my emotions and my spirituality. I was searching for a community, and one day I opened a social media app, and the first account that popped up was my Now Reiki Masters page. And that began my journey with Reiki. More on that in another video. In 2022, I went to Joshua Tree for the first time for a community retreat, and that awakened me in ways that I did not know were possible. It was a house with 16 people. Most of them I had never met in my life, and some of them I had gone through my Reiki training with, but again, more on that in another video. And at the end of 2022, I became a Reiki master. I believe that is what got me through all the rest of my lived experiences up until this moment. In 2023, I found another lump in the exact same spot right here, and I knew at that moment that the cancer was back. I was in a place of denial. I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to think that for the past 4 years, I had been doing all the work and yet it had come back. I went vegan, I was working out, I thought I was thriving. I found community, but in fact, the one thing that I didn't do was let go of the anger, the resentment. I was still working for the family business at the time, and I was working there out of a place of obligation. And I didn't want to believe that the cancer was back. I thought I was gonna do everything holistically. I wasn't gonna go to chemotherapy. I wasn't gonna tell my oncologist, none of that. All the energies in the cosmos, I knew that it was a reason why it took me so long to get to a place to ask for help, because I'm an eldest daughter. Also, anyone who is born a female, we have that unspoken expectation to take care of everyone else before we take care of ourselves, and to also never ask for help, because aren't we the problem solvers? Aren't we the ones who are the caretakers? We know all. And so it took me 3 months to finally ask for help. On June 21st, 2023, the summer solstice, if you will, I went and saw my oncologist, which, by the way, my oncologist looks like the ex-husband. So you can imagine my resistance as to wanting to go and talk to him. We'll talk about that in a whole nother video. And for the first time in this lifetime, I found support with my loved ones and within my Reiki community. And it was something that was overwhelming. It felt uncomfortable, and I had to learn how to receive help without wanting to give something back, and instead by just being me and knowing people love me and care for me and want to take care of me, because that's what I would do for them if they were in that situation. And if you are watching this and you don't want to ask for help, what is blocking you from asking help? Do you feel like you are not worthy of it? Do you feel like you need to give something in order to get help? Believe me, I've been there. It's uncomfortable. It takes a lot to learn how to receive the help after asking for it. I never had plans to become a Reiki master. I just thought I would do Reiki 1, Reiki 2, and I'd be good. But my ancestors were like, no, you need to become a Reiki master. And I believe becoming a Reiki master and reconnecting with my spirituality story is how I moved through breast cancer the second time. It was stage 3 because I waited so long to ask for help. It was triple positive, HER2 positive, had to move through radiation this time. I fought the radiation. I didn't want to do it, but as soon as I got into the car after an appointment with my oncologist, as soon as I shut the door, my ancestors were like, you have to move through radiation because in order to help the greater collective, you need to experience it in order for you to help others. And I've learned that society has pressured us into believing that we're supposed to have it all figured out by a certain age. And maybe in the past, that was possible, but this current society and this current day and age and this patriarchy, if you will, they don't support that. And who cares if someone doesn't have it figured out by the age of 40? Does anyone ever have it figured out? We're all living this life for the first time. And personally, I'd rather be starting over and over and over again than being chained to a soul-sucking job and relationship that drives me to drink, use drugs, and lock away my intuition. This series is gonna be a combination of me talking to you, having a conversation, and me out living life. Starting over is reminding me that I need to live my life. As much as I love to be in my space, in my solitude, I cannot isolate myself. That is not what this lifetime is about. I hope these videos will ignite something in you and remind you that starting over may be scary, overwhelming, uncomfortable, but it is liberating and it allows you to have more space to attract in the things that are meant for you, that are aligned with who you are and who you are becoming. And it also allows you to live authentically and not wear a mask. In Japanese culture, it is said that you have 3 masks. The one that you show the world, the one that the closest to you know, and then the third is the one you never show anyone, as it is a reflection of who you truly are. And what I'm learning from my own lived experiences here on Earth School during this human experience is that it's time to remove all the masks and show up as who I am and who I've always been, and do it even when I'm scared. Do it even when I feel the resistance, and do it even when I know that others won't understand, and that's okay. I'd love to connect with you in the comments. Let me know if you're starting over in your life and what it feels like and how you need to be supported. I'm incredibly grateful for your time, your presence, your energy, and stopping by my corner of the universe. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.